18th, the Portland Comedy Film Festival, summer 2022. We are really, really excited about this event, and we have a veteran coming back who's been in the festival from an event long past. Mersiha, how you doing? Our actor and writer. It's great to have you on and feature you in a few films in this festival.
Oh, thank you so much. We're honored to be coming back and to showing our stuff and just welcoming us back. Thank you.
Yeah, no problem. This is exciting. So, here you are, and I don't even know if you realized it right out of the gate, but you've got more than one film. You're an accomplished writer, you're an accomplished actor, actress, however you like to go by, and this is exciting times. I think you're very talented. We had you obviously in one of our festivals long ago. Glad to have you back, but I like this whole new writing side of you. Talk to me about your writing, and maybe it's not new, maybe it's something you've been doing since the beginning, but talk to me about the two films that you've written that are going to be screening in Portland.
Yeah, so the last time I was out there, I think it was 2017, 2018. It was a while ago. So I was out there with Baby Making Time, and I mean the whole writing thing started as it starts for a lot of actors, is that you want more parts than you're really booking. So yeah, I just started creating, and then I would say maybe 2 or 3 years ago, I got together and created a boutique production company with Michael Deo, and he's my co-writing partner, he's my co-producing partner, and everything that you're going to see on the screen at the Portland Comedy Film Festival that's coming from us is a duo, and we're really excited. So just writing your stuff, there's just nothing better, because you're creating literally the stuff that you want to be in, the stuff that you want to see. Yeah, it's a little bit about the writing.
Well, you're giving us some insight. You're giving us some inside baseball. That's one of the things about the short film festival circuit that we see and all the festivals that we run, is there are passion projects. There are cases when an actor, actress wants to showcase their talent, especially in roles that they may not already have on their reel, right? And so let's say you're someone who's been in a couple of major commercials, but you've never had an opportunity to act in a drama, or you've never had an opportunity to show comedic timing or anything like that in a comedy. Making your own opportunities is a part of this business. You're very good at that. But talk to me about that a little bit. How has this helped to create your own opportunities? How's this working for you?
I think in 2022, I think you really have to embrace the whole hyphen. You can't no longer be just an actor. You can't no longer just be a writer. I think the more opportunities you can create for yourself by writing something and getting together with other people who are wanting to do the same thing, the more opportunities you are completely opening for yourself. So since I remember when I did Baby Making Time, as an example, as I was telling you previously, wrote it, acted in it, got a director on it, produced it. And by going to film festivals with something that I created, not only did I get the opportunity to present the work that I created, but I also met other filmmakers who are now my friends. And those friends are now, we're like sending each other, our first drafts, asking each other's about the settings in Premiere Pro, and just hanging out when we're going into their city. So yes, it's absolutely great that you have created opportunities for yourself and gotten your agent to see more of your work, and then they show it to the casting directors, but you're actually also creating quite a bigger network for yourself by creating your work. So that's something that I didn't realize, that I would open an opportunity for myself by creating the work, just meeting these other filmmakers, and also being inspired by the way they create their stuff, and seeing some of the tricks and the way that they do their things, and just seeing and then going, okay, I could actually do this in my film, I could actually do this in my web series. So yeah, just embracing it and going along with it.
The film festivals live, you get to learn about your own film in an out-of-body experience a little bit, because it's up on that screen and other people are watching that have never seen it.
Yeah.
And I think that's a special experience about live events. I mean, we're adding a virtual component to our event this year, but there's just nothing like the live screening. And it just sounds like you've gotten a lot out of that process.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I mean, the last time we were there, I can't remember if it was before or after, we all had a networking mixer drinks. And it was so cool just seeing, it always helps when, you see somebody, they were on the screen and then you see them at the mixer and then you have the opportunity to ask them, how did you do that shot? How on earth did you make that happen? Because I know what we spend on these short films. It's very little. So how did you make that happen? And just to have the component to talk to somebody in person, it's incredible. I'm so glad that we can actually get back to the live events. And it's one of the reasons why I kind of waited to apply to festivals again. Because I'm like, online is great, but there is nothing like the in-person collaboration.
Well, tell us about a little bit more about what we're going to see in the theater. Family Business.
Yes.
What's the synopsis? What is that film about?
Okay, so Family Business is if you think about the show Barry meets Succession. So it's a web series about a comedic dysfunctional mob family who has Ivana, played by myself. Ivana is a go-getter. She is been brought up in this mob family, and she also is doing this along her brother Goran. And they're both been brought up in the mob business. The father would like to give the business over to Goran and to keep the family running. However, Goran he's sick of killing people. He's sick of the whole mob mentality. He wants to move on. He likes listening to podcasts. He likes knitting. He wants to, meet girls. Whereas Ivana she wants to take the business to a whole different level, but she's stuck in this duty of cleaning up after Goran because his head is out of the game. So it's showing kind of what they're at a point where the family mob business means different things to them and how they're going about it. And we explore that through 4 episodes. So I would invite everybody to come out and check it out and see how they go about dealing with that.
All right. And what about Wedding Day?
Okay, so Wedding Day, it's a very sweet romantic comedy short film. It takes place, the film opens, we are moments where the bride, she is about to put on her dress and go walk down the aisle. And just as she's about to do this, she's having very, very cold feet, second thoughts. And she has her 2 best friends get into the hotel room. And it's this argument that happens. It's almost like an angel and almost like the devil. One is telling her, you found a great guy. You need to lock this up. Just go out of there and do this. And the other one is telling her, listen, you do not have to do this. You know what I mean? Let's get in the car. Let's go to Las Vegas. Let's just let's leave everybody hanging. It's just a very kind of romantic, sweet comedy. I have been obsessed with the movie Wedding Crashers for so long, and I kept wanting to make like a female version, like a micro, small level, something like for 5 minutes. Just something within the same family of that. But that's what Wedding Day is about.
Wow. All right. And did you learn anything during the production of these? I mean, I know you're on both sides of the camera here, being someone who, is coming up with these ideas. You have an expectation for how you want the story to turn out, how it's going to look. And then here you are acting in it too. So what did you learn on set?
Oh my God, so much. So, I mean, there is so much I could tell you. The Wedding Day, we rented this beautiful hotel room because there was this very specific look I had in mind, just like soft colors, this beautiful, hotel room. And it's just that, you always think, I can do this in 3 hours. I can do this in 4 hours, but really you need to plan for a lot more time than you realize because unfortunately things come up. Everything from, the noise outside, flights, lighting, rain, people being late. There's so many components, but also from Family Business, we were up against, like we shot 2 episodes. And then what happened was that in Vancouver, where we were filming it, is that the COVID rules changed. We all of a sudden couldn't have gatherings. At first it was like 50 people, then it was 10 people. So we had to stop the production until the rules changed. But it was just, one of the biggest things was to persevere with the project and see it through despite so many different obstacles, whether it's the COVID regulations, whether that it's sometimes, your sound person that you had on the 3 episodes can't make it. So then you got to bring in the other. So there's so much I can tell you, but the biggest lesson was it's like to persevere, to see the project through despite so many damn obstacles in so many different ways that would come your way.
Wow. Yeah. Well, you know, and here you are coming out of COVID, coming out of restrictions, coming out of all those things
Yeah.
with comedy, with making people laugh.
Yeah.
So I commend you for bringing something refreshing out of a time where there was just so much uncertainty, and
Mhm.
you know, we all went through it, but definitely good job on that. The judges have a lot of respect for your work.
Thank you.
You're always bringing the laughs with great performances and your writing, and just really, really good stuff. What's in the future for you? What are you working on next?
Well, so my writing partner and co-producing partner, Michael Deo, and I have taken things to a bit of a whole new level this year. We actually wrote a half an hour comedy pilot, and we shot it March, April, and right now we are in post-production with it. And I don't need to tell you how long, you know, the post-production process is. So right now we're in the color grading and audio and all that good stuff. So we shot it in March and April. We're in post-production with it now, and we're hoping to have the whole project completed by the end of the year. And then hopefully we can start shopping it around.
Very cool. Well, it sounds like your
Yeah.
plate is full. You're busy. You're working. No surprise. You're putting out such great material still, and it's been a few years, but you are just, you know, gonna bring your laughs to Portland once again. So we're looking forward to it.
I'm looking forward to it. It's going to be great.
Is there anything you'd like to add before we go?
Well, just wanted to say, you know, thank you so much for, first of all, having us again. And also just, you know, besides just having our projects out there for people to see, just giving us the opportunity to meet other filmmakers, not just from our town, but from other countries, you know, other states, other provinces. It's one of the ways that I met my really good friend, Brian, in LA. And just giving us the opportunity to showcase our work and just to network with each other. So thank you.
All right. You're very welcome. Good stuff. Well, thank you for joining us today. I appreciate your time.
Thank you so much, Michael.
All right.